how to blend photos in Canva step by step. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how you can blend photos in Canva. Now, this is something that a lot of people don't realize you can do, and it's such an easy way for you to make two photos blend together. It works really well when you're trying to build banners and larger images. So let's get started. First off, you're going to open up a custom size canvas. Really depends on whatever size preference you have. So I am just going to search for the size that I want. Let's say I want 2000 by 2000 pixels, and we can even search for it. So we can search for banner, and I'm just going to go with a landscape banner, and I'm just going to open up this, template. Now we have this really large banner, and I'm going to go into elements on the left, and I'm going to search for any two images that I want to blend. For example, I want to blend two models together. So let's say we have this model image and then this model image, and we have this model's image. So these are three images that I might want to blend together. So the first step is to place the images the way that you want to blend them. Then on the bottom right, you have your thumbnail view. You're going to add that, and you're going to add a secondary page. Now you're going to go into apps on the left. Once you click on apps on the bottom left, you're going to search for reflections. Now, reflections is this application, which is called Easy Reflections. You're going to select this, and you're going to open up this application. Then you're going to select any one of these images. I'm going to start from the left, and then click on Create Reflection. Once you do that, you're going to choose in which direction you want your reflection to be created. So I want this to be on the right, and then you're going to choose how much of it do you want it to be blended together. So these images have blank backgrounds, so I don't think it's going to look as, you guys wouldn't be able to see how the blend works. So I'm actually going to go with images that have backgrounds instead, because I want to show you guys the property of the blending together of the image rather than just, blank backgrounds. So I'm going to go with this image, and similarly, I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, these two images together. Okay. Now again, going back into the Easy Reflections application, I'm going to select one of these images and then click on Create Reflection. I want the reflection to be on the right side of this image. And after that, you're going to choose the offset. So I want both of these images to be blended to a pretty high extent. So I want almost there to be no, gap between the two influencers other than, this little section. So I'm going to make the offset pretty high, like so. And then we have the opacity. So I'm going to turn up the opacity and then click on Add to Design. Keep in mind that your image gets inverted. So if you want the original, placement, you're going to have to flip it by yourself. So you're going to have to do a horizontal flip for the original orientation. Now, if I want the original orientation to be my final, design, then I would have to flip this right now like this. So the other side is the one that gets lightened out. Now, I don't want that, actually prefer it the other way, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. I'm going to click on Create Reflection, go back, and I'm just going to click on Create Reflection. I'm going to add that to the left side, and then I'm going to increase the opacity, and then I'm going to click on Add to Design. What this will do is that this will add a new image to our design, which you're going to place on your first or your original page like this. Then go back into your other page and then go into your second image and then click on Create Reflection over here. Now, I want this to be blended from the right side, so I'm going to go into right over here. And for the left side, I'm going to keep the opacity, then go into the right side. I am going to choose, I think I want the side without the camera to be blended. So I'm going to go with the right side with full opacity, and the left side, I'm going to turn down the offset, go into opacity and turn it pretty high, and then click on Add to Design. Then I'm going to move this into my first page flip this image like this. I increase the size like so. You guys can see now I have this really nice blended version. And if I select them together, I can just place them accordingly. So you guys can see the image blend is pretty decent. If I want, I can further blend these, so I can go back into easy reflections like this. And then I can click on create reflection. If I want some more of a blended effect, we can add more of your blended effect on the edges and make the opacity darker, and then add this to your design like this. You guys can see. And then I'm going to go into this image and I'm going to click on create reflection. I'm going to add that to the left side, choose a very short offset and make the opacity really dark. I was going to do that on the other side. I'm just going to click on create reflection, go for the right side, choose the offset, which I'm going to not make too dark, make it super nice and opaque. Click on add to design, and then I'm just going to flip this horizontally and then resize this, and you guys can see now both of the images are really nice and saturated, and we have a really nice blended image. Now, moving forward, if you want, you can do this with multiple images rather than just 2 images. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you guys how you can do this for other types of images as well. I'm going to just open up a presentation size canvas. And once I do that, I'm going to go into elements and I'm going to search for beach. And I'm going to go with photos and I'm going to take this one and I'm going to go onto elements and search for people on beach. And then I'm going to go into photos and I am going to take this photo and blend it into this. So first off, I'm going to create a new blank page, go into my first page, go into the reflections app on the bottom left. I'm just going to search for reflection, easy reflections. And then I'm going to select my image, click on create reflections, and add a reflection on the right, on the left actually. And then choose the opacity as well. And once I do that, I'm going to click on add to design. Once I've chosen, and move it to the second page like this. Then on my first page again, I'm going to take my image, click on easy reflections, and then click on create reflection. And I want the reflection to be on this side, so it looks nice. I'm going to go with left, choose the opacity and the offset. Actually, no, I want it to be on the right side where the beach is. So I'm going to add it to the right, choose the offset, then choose the opacity, then click on add to design and add this to page 2. Once I do that, I'm going to resize these to see what they look like right now. And this looks pretty decent, but it definitely can be improved further by making the blend a bit more seamless. You guys can see this is what the blend currently looks like. Now, again, I would go back and go into my edited image, click on create reflections, and I'm going to go ahead and add a reflection to the right once more. Although it says above, it's actually below. And I'm going to go with the opacity. And I'm going to remove like the clouds from this and then click on add to design. I'm going to delete this, add this variant and just flip it horizontally or vertically like this. And now it looks so much better. The blend looks really nice and you can, further blend a bit more. And this is how you can make 2 images into one using Canva. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and comment down below if you have any other questions or queries.